Hi everybody, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation, been around almost 5.5 years, putting in solid foundations to be here for many generations to come. We're now expanding our economy, and that'll benefit all our citizens because they all hold our currency. We give it to them free every month. Anybody can become a citizen. No fee, no obligation. Come along, register, and that's it. You're in. We're also a non-separatist organisation. That means we're not going to separate you into a group based on what you look like, where you come from, what your gender is, how much money you've got or not got, or anything else. We simply see everybody as a human being, part of one big family, all linked together, all individually unique, all having something unique to offer our community, all of equal value to our community. We have a little affirmation in a moment that helps us with that ideology, but that will come after our opening prayer, a very short prayer to help us find true happiness in life. Not short-term pleasure like you're going to get when you buy that new car you've always wanted, or move into the new house, or go on that world cruise, whatever it is that you have these goals to do. But a happiness and a joy that is ever within. So no matter what's going on, you'll have your peaks of pleasure and sometimes times of sorrow. But underneath it all, you'll have that calmness, that peace, that joy that can't be destroyed. But you have to earn it, first of all. You can't buy it. The only way you can get it is through loving service to other people. And the great thing about that is the more people you serve and the more value you put into that service, the more you'll find everything that you want and need in life will be attracted to you. It's the best way of living your life, believe me. Okay? So, we'll be getting started now with that little prayer and affirmation, and then we can officially welcome people in. So here we go. Dear Heavenly Father, we're so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love bless each member, that they may find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation, we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay, so big welcome to you, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording. We are streaming into YouTube, Facebook group We Share Abundance publicly, hopefully. I'm just going to check on that. And also into X. And so the recordings are all there for you. We have a lot of people that watch the recordings simply because 7 p.m. London time isn't convenient for them. So they're all available for you, and you can go back as far as you want. We appreciate you, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording. And the great advantage, of course, of being here live is that you can chat with other members and you can ask any questions and hopefully get them answered. Okay, so let's see who we've got in live. We have Ramachandra in from Watford in England. We've got Norman from Doncaster in England. And we've got Bazina from Slovenia. And we've got Radio Pirata from Puerto Rico. Mary from Chicago, USA. Don from Vancouver Island, Canada. Pierre from South Africa. Ramachandra's letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you. We've got Peter from the Cameroon. Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA. Kingsley from Manchester, England. Okay, that about covers it. Oh no, Richard just dropped in from Devon in England. So a big welcome to you all, and let's get down to business, and then you can go about whatever you want to do apart from be here. Let's see, in the last 48 hours, isn't it? Because we weren't here yesterday. We have a day off on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have an increase of 5 in the 777 plan to 45,452, an increase of 36 in our registered members to 54,459, an increase of 36 in the active members, excuse me, to 3,071, an increase of 2 in the Success Blueprint to 25, an increase of 1 in the Easy Team Builder to 1,161, an increase of 14 in the Best Plan Ever to 987, an increase of 1 in the Pro members of the ShareHope Powerline Plan to 774, and an increase of 15 in the TIR plan, which is in pre-launch, it's still not launched, to 1,074 members there, and an increase of 3 in the bronze members there, going up to 280. So still roughly a quarter of the people that join are upgrading to at least bronze. Some of them have upgraded to silver and some of them to silver and gold. Excuse me. So what's been happening? Well, first of all, I'll give you some good news about Devyani's mother. She was taken ill and taken into hospital intensive care. She's out of intensive care. She's in the ward. She's doing better. She's well on the way to recovering. It was sort of multiple things that all came together and became life-threatening. But Devyani is there with her sister and being able to give her mother a little bit of moral support. And so she is getting better, and Devyani is now getting back to working. Although she's in the States, I mean, it doesn't matter where she is really. Because as long as she's got an internet connection, no problem. So she's getting back. She'll be back working possibly later today. Of course, there's an 8-hour time difference between here and California, where she is. So it's only like 11 o'clock in the morning there, so possibly she'll be back working today. If not, she'll be back by Monday. I'm not quite sure when she's going to fly back to India. I suppose that depends on her mother and various other things. But that's good news for one reason, because her mother's improving. Thanks for your prayers for her. And also because she'll be back and we'll be getting on with the back end of the From Miracles website. Vishal, of course, has been working away all day, and we've discussed quite a number of things today and got quite a lot of things sorted out. They're all still on his local computer, but it is progressing nicely. It should be sometime next week when we get it uploaded to the development server, and we can test it rigorously on there, and then we can go live, hopefully, and I say hopefully, towards the end of next week. If not, it'll be the beginning of the week after. But we are very close to getting TIR launched and ready to go. I did go through the compensation plan video today to check that it was all accurate. And the only thing that was changed, really, I wanted to make sure that that was the only thing, and it was the fact that free members do have a referral link and can refer other people. And I didn't re-record that, and I didn't change the slides for it, but I did put a little text banner, well, quite a big text banner actually, in the video saying that now free members do have a referral link and can refer others. So, so we've done that, and that's been changed. I wanted to get some product information up there today, but I haven't managed to do that yet. I have been busy with other things. I also added beyond, well, it's not Beyond Infinity now. What is it? Golden Tech Consultants, I think, something like that, into the multiple income streams. And the reason for that is it was in a long time ago. And we have an awful lot of members that are in there. I know a lot of them probably are not active now, but they will still have their accounts and can get activated if they choose. I've been watching it from time to time to see how they're progressing, and I wasn't thrilled with what they were doing a while back. I think, you know, they were trying different things, but I think they're getting a lot better now. I think some of the plans they have and the programs are quite good. So because I know we have a lot of members in there, and because I know it's 100% honest, because Victoria Leal is now in charge of the thing. She is the CEO. And I know Victoria very well, and I know she is 1,000% honest. She's also 1,000% caring. She adopted all the debts and everything that were inherent in the old system, which was bound to fail if it carried on. And she's been working to get it all straight and get it onto a level footing where everybody can generate income. But more importantly, as I say, she's taken on, which she didn't need to do. She could have just said, oh, well, that was all there, nothing to do with me. But there were a lot of people that put in a lot of money into the old plan, and she's taken on the responsibility for making sure that they all get repaid as the funds are available. And I know that she will pursue that and make good with her promises. That would be great for us, because we've got, I can't remember the exact figure, but I think it's about $10,000 of the members' money in what we put together was the, what was it? It was their node system, which never got off the ground. It just didn't work. But we had a co-op to get into that. And so I think we've got about $10,000 in there, and they are gradually repaying those items. So we will, in time, get that back. And of course, the more members that they have, the more activity that's going on, the more profit they'll generate, which they can use to make these repayments. And so that's another reason why I think it's a good idea to support it. It has passive income plans. I'm not 100% sure on how it all works, and I'm not sure that they are at this moment in time. but it's not a crypto trading or any of that sort of thing. It will potentially take time, but it's effectively one-time payments of I think they start at $80, and no, is it 80? $50? I think they start at $50. I can't remember. I did get involved, and I've got a feeling it's $50 now, the lowest price you can get involved in, and that is their sort of fast start plan. And they are hoping that will pay not only for itself, but also for your initial fee. You know, it pays $100 every cycle, and you get a free entry into the next cycle, and it's a 2x2 matrix, but it only pays on level 2. So when level 2 is completed, you get $100 and another entry in, and there is $33 paid to your sponsor. So you can make money sponsoring people there as well. And they have a sort of progression of things. And I think the next level up is $80. And I can't remember what that pays, but once again, it's on the same sort of basis. It pays you a re-entry into the plan once you cycle in there. And they are basically one-time payments, which will make recurring income, but you don't know the length of time between the recurring income. It depends on how many members they get in and how many people get involved in the plans and all this sort of thing. So that is a little bit about it. I've not got fully acclimatized to it to be able to explain it more than that. But you can register free, you can log in free, and then you can explore it yourself. It's a little bit complex in the way it works, but I think they are now on the right track, and that's why I put it back into the multiple income streams. As I say, we have an awful lot of members that are already in there, and so it's there for them. I see we've got Bozina in from Edinburgh in Scotland as well. And we got Ramachandra saying we pray for Devyani's mother. Yep. We've all been praying. Well, a lot of us I know have been praying. I know I have, and I know that many others will have been, and they without doubt must have helped, because she is on the mend. Okay. Once I get an admin area in TIR, which we've been working on today, but it needs to be uploaded and available. We can launch, because then if we get any problems, any situations, then that can be corrected. There are things we can't change, like emails, because they are the foundation of, well, I suppose we can, but it's not the best thing to do, because that is the unique element of your registration. The other thing, we're hard coding the sponsorships once they are taken up by somebody. So that will be available to people. And I think after that 10-day period, they get hard-coded, and so they can't be changed. The changes can only be affected in that. Basically, it's a 7 or 8 day period when the sponsor has had 3 days to claim them, either by them upgrading or by paying it forward for them. Okay, but other sort of elements we can solve and get sorted out once we have that admin area in. We'll be able to check things for people. And we need it for the accounting purposes as well. We need to produce proper accounts for it, and we need the information that we can get from that. Okay, we got Lewis in from Lisbon in Portugal. Prayers out to families in Portugal that they had a terrible disaster. They have a cable car in Lisbon there, and one of them, I'm not quite sure how it happened or what happened, but one of them sort of ran amok and got crushed. And I think there's 15 or so people dead. Some of them are tourists, and I think there are some children involved. So prayers for the families there as well. And I think there are quite a lot of people injured. The system's been around for years. I think it was developed in the last century, and it's been working no problems. So I'm not quite sure why things went wrong, but it happens, doesn't it? And it's always a sad thing, especially when you have people that are on vacation and then tragedy strikes. So prayers for people and for Lisbon and for Portugal as well. Okay, so we've done the numbers, we've done the updates. We've pretty much covered what there is available, and I can't see any questions. Tomorrow, Saturday, of course, I don't think Devyani will be working. Vishal won't be working. Of course, I will, but I'll see what we can get done. What's it called? Profit Express is really, really good. It converts like crazy. If you're not using it, you're missing out. You want to get that. I mean, it's free to use. You just click on the set my system up or whatever it says down at the bottom there, get my free system, and then it walks you through setting up, and you can add your own programs in. You don't have to stick with the programs of your sponsor or anything like that. You can add up to 5 of your own programs in, but it is converting like crazy. I've had, I don't know how many people registering today. I mean, normally I get 1 or 2 a day, sometimes a day missed with nobody, but I think probably had 7 or 8 people registering today, and it's down to that. That one, and of course, it brings them into We Share Abundance, and from there into TIR. You do need to get in touch with them after they've joined We Share Abundance. You get an email with their email address, contact them, explain how they can get into TIR through the multiple income streams. Make sure you've got your link in there, and make sure they do it through multiple income streams, because if they don't, you know, and they get the wrong sponsor, you could always reclaim them if you know their username in TIR, you can pay it forward for them after 3 days. And I'm not quite sure. Let me make a note about that, because if you pay it forward for somebody in the first 3 days, we don't want. I'll get on to Vishal about that. I'll make sure that whoever pays for them PIF at any time claims the member. Okay, I'll make sure of that. I'm not quite sure how it's set up, because it is designed to give 3 days to the sponsor to claim them. But I'll make sure that, you know, suppose they make an error. I mean, it does tell them who the sponsor is when they're registering, and if they're not happy with that, they shouldn't register, you know, but people do. And then they not in where they thought they would be, and so the sponsor's upset and they're upset. And it's not something we can change very easily at all. It costs quite a lot of money and time and everything to do it. So if that happens, we'll make sure that if you PIF them in, you can make sure that they are automatically claimed by you. So I'll have a word with Vishal about that, and we'll make sure that that is working in that way. I mean, it does definitely works that way once you're over that 3 days, but I want to make sure it works within that 3 days, just in case. We don't want you paying for somebody and not having them attached to you. That wouldn't be good at all, would it? Okay. So I've got a note about that. Tomorrow, of course, we'll do a random withdrawal as well. And then Sunday, we'll have a raffle. I need to send out some messages about the raffle, see if we can get more tickets sold. I am looking forward to being able to restructure the raffle in a way that will be exciting, very exciting, I think, for everybody. And I'm pretty sure it'll raise a lot more money for charities. We do have a charity now in South Africa that we are going to be sending $500 to. We did send to one in New Zealand. I was hoping that they'd post something in the Facebook group, but they haven't. And we've not really got very good feedback from them on that. It would have been nice, you know. I mean, the best we had was from that blood donating group thing in Portugal that Lewis, in fact, introduced to us, and they did a really nice montage with saying thank you and everything. And it's just a shame that everybody that receives these funds don't go about things the same way and really put some effort into saying thank you, to encourage our members to keep doing it and generating more income that we can then use to help people outside of our community, as well as people within the community benefiting from prizes and things. Okay, that's it, folks. There's no questions come up while I've been here, so thank you for being here. I look forward to being with you tomorrow, 7 p.m. We'll be streaming in X, Facebook, and YouTube. Now, I know that nearly all of you are in YouTube. I'm not quite sure if in X you can put comments in and they come through and things. I don't know. YouTube seems to be the best option, but we are in Facebook and we are also on X. And I think X is good because it'll give us some exposure to people that have never heard of us. And there are literally millions that have never heard of We Share Abundance. And that's wonderful, because it means you have enormous opportunity to get out there and help a lot of people. So I'll see you tomorrow. God bless and take care. And do use that Profit Express page. It really, really works very, very well. God bless.